Well, did you ever go through most of a day thinking it was the wrong day? I knew it was Saturday when I woke up today. I went to the track. I trained Chicago Hall. Light. Very light. I'm glad that James actually texted me. We had a good conversation. He didn't want to train him at all today, and I told him because of the Lasix and because of everything that was going on, I didn't want to train him Tuesday or Wednesday. I would rather train him light today and either go with no training next week or very, very light training. We have Chicago Hall. Good. Could we have them better? Yes. Can always have horses better, but we have them good. But that wasn't the big deal about it today. It was Ollie's day today. Until I just headed towards Northfield Park. And I'm going to be late, by the way, to drive I'm Fancy Like. Unless they run them off slow, which they might do, and I can make up 25 minutes, which I might do. As of right now, as I head down towards the 403 and then towards the border, I don't think I can make I'm Fancy Like. I'm unapologetic. See all this burnt forehead here? This burnt nose? That comes from watching both Oliver's games today. Now, today was a huge day. They have the ICBA finals coming up next week. I'm going to miss most of his games. And this is the one time of the year. I can't remember 2 years ago when I won with Sintra in the Gold Cup, and Amy flew down on Gold Cup day, and we had a flight the next morning at 6 a.m., and that flight got in at 8, and then we drove all the way to Brantford to watch Ollie's tournament that they won. We didn't sleep for 2 days. That was this tournament. It's the same weekend every year. Gold Cup weekend. Now you sprinkle on top, time is on my side, is more than likely going to the Max Hemp next week, right? He is going to the Max Hemp. And we should hopefully have Drebin and Ready for Landing in the Beal. That makes her a little tricky situation. If our horses, Save America, races in, what time is it? He races in 3 hours. If he makes it into the final of the Gold Cup, I know James can't go, and if Mark can't go, then I'll go. I'll try and go. Shouldn't say I'll go. I'll try and go. But to try and go would mean I would have to somehow get in the earliest races they'd allow us to get in the Poconos, and then sweet talk Ian Moore into shipping us to flying me home from the Poconos to PEI, which technically, all this is all very fluid, as you can imagine. Then I would drive in the Poconos and PEI. Chicago Hall would race in the Wellwood. Here, James would drive him, hopefully. He takes him. But there's so much going on this week. So much, in fact, I got up knowing it was Saturday. I went to the track. I trained Chicago Hall. Trained great. He felt awesome. Didn't need to go fast. Went a mile in 2.5 and a bit 2.6. He was awesome. Got in the car. Went directly to the ballpark. Got there just as the game was supposed to start. But there's no umpires. Apparently they slept in. Game was half an hour getting going, which impacted me, because that pushed the entire day back. Now, today was, as I said, the ICBA is coming up, and after that they have the OBA finals, all of Ontario finals. Now, I've seen most of the teams from Ontario play the last 2-3 years. Ollie's team is one of the best teams, and also one of the best teams I would say, in most of the province is Waterloo. They are in the same division, and usually they both make it into the OBAs. This year, the ICBA division, his division, only had one spot. So they had a playoff today. Best of 3. 2 games today. If it was a rubber match, it took place on Tuesday. Last 3 games they played, Waterloo beat them. It was good baseball for 11-year-old kids. You like watching that baseball. It's very good baseball. Guelph murdered them the first game. I don't know where that came. 11-1. Ollie played great. I think he only had 1 hit and a walk. Flied out once, maybe grounded out once. And an okay game, though. They come up in the second game. Now, I'm looking at the time. I know. As sure as I am right now driving down the road, I'm likely not going to make it for I'm Fancy Like. I can't speed in Ontario. I've seen cops everywhere today. Never can speed in New York. Not that you shouldn't. I'm not advocating for speeding, by the way. For those young drivers out there, certainly not advocating for speeding. But if you had to speed, Pennsylvania would be the place to do it right now, I think. So Ollie, they play the second game. Now, I was hungry. I said, I better eat now because I know I'm going to be rushing. Daryl, one of the players' fathers, said there's a Subway just 2 minutes away. I was sure he said, go out, turn right, turn right. In hindsight, he might have said, go out, turn left, turn left. I turned right, then I turned right, and then there was nothing. So I put it in GPS, Subway, 9 minutes away. I wasn't happy. Remember, there's only half an hour to the game now because the umpire screwed everything up. So I get to Subway, order, I can bring him, order back for Amy. The first inning's already over. They're losing 1-0. Kid hit it in the park, home run. But it was first and second, no out when I got there, and they held them. So a great inning for Guelph. Come up in the second inning, they score 2 runs. They take the lead. They give a run back in the next one. They get one back the next inning. And then Ollie's coming up. It's first and second, 1 out. They're losing 3-2 at this. Now they're winning 3-2. They're winning 3-2. Pass ball. The kids are now in second and third. Ollie hits a bomb right to the fence in left field. And he gets a triple, clears the bases. They're winning, now they're winning 5-2. They get another run, 6-2. They get up 7-3. And in the bottom of the sixth, they score, the other team scores 2. 7-5. Going into, and 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 7th. So now it's 7-5, bottom of the 7th. We're in Waterloo. First kid that hits a double. Second kid hits a double. It's 7-6. Then they get an out, and a pop-up, and they win the game. And the place goes nuts. I'm going crazy as I'm looking at my phone, trying to look at the time. In my head, I thought I could make it from Waterloo to Northfield 20 minutes quicker than a satellite in outer space tells me I can. But we'll see who's right when it all shakes down. So Ollie's team wins. There's no rubber match needed. They win the game. They win the runoff, playoff, whatever, and they're going to the OBA. So they have the ICBAs next weekend, and the OBAs, I think, the weekend after. And this is so odd because if you're in the United States listening to this, they're still playing. So obviously in Ontario, and I suspect in Canada, they start because school, right? You got to remember, it's a big deal now, especially for the McDonald family. School starts a month earlier and ends a month earlier in the United States than it does in Canada. Well, definitely in Ontario. I believe in Canada. So they're still playing. So Ollie wants to try out for football practice also. So I took him over to football practice the other day. He played good, I guess. And he has football practice the next 2 days. So Amy is coming over tomorrow, because tomorrow morning, I'm thinking in my head, for some reason, my brain has tricked me into thinking it's Sunday. Driving down the road saying, geez, I feel bad for Amy. She's going to come over here for tonight, watch Time Is on My Side, get up, take Ollie to baseball practice, or to football practice on Monday, and then go straight home Tuesday morning. And then it dawned on me, that's not Sunday, it's Saturday. So Saturday night, Amy and the kids are coming over. They'll be here just before Time Is on My Side races. They'll be in there, same as I will, in Northfield, Ohio. Watch the horse race, get up tomorrow. I don't got to do a whole lot tomorrow. Don't got to do a whole lot tomorrow at all. Just have to race tomorrow night. I'm going to check in at the barn, see how everything is going. Hopefully we've had a good Saturday night. Time Is on My Side, Save America, both racing tonight. I've already watched Stay Close race. He was 4th. I thought he was 2nd. I turned it off. I was sure he was 2nd. He was 4th. I thought Kelly was slipping. No video. Nope, he was 4th. It had to be a hair. And then Mountaineer Prince, I didn't watch. I heard that he made a break. I'm going to bring him home. We'll race him in the maiden at Northfield Park. It's so frustrating to me. it must be super frustrating for Donnie Harmon. You know, here's a guy that takes great pride in his horsemanship. He's a good horseman. And just the tracks, I guess, are just that bad. So the tinkering phase is over. We'll bring him back. Listen, I trained him faster than the maiden went last week. We'll take him back and race him at Northfield Park. Race him 3-4 times. Wherever we decide that he's in a little tough, and then we'll kick him out. You know, he'll come back a stronger colt at 3, and hopefully come back a useful colt for Michigan. But man, what a frustrating season for him. Sunset Acres Girl, I believe, is third. Looks like she got a little bit tired. I'd sent Donnie a message just before I get on the road and said, hey, don't beat yourself up over it. You know, maybe just send that colt back. We'll race him at Northfield. And do you think the filly's bleeding a little bit? She is. I don't know if Lasix is something you can use at the fairs in Michigan. I'm not sure. If they are, that might be worth exploring. Aside from that, we're gearing up for a pretty cool night. We've Save America, as I said, racing. I'm Fancy Like. I'm not sure if I'll drive her or not yet, but she'll be racing regardless. And then Time Is On My Side, Rose Run AJ, and we'll close out the night with No Free Lunch Racing in Scioto. So that's what's going on today, Saturday, August 10th. What do we have going on Sunday for real? Oh, Sunday's a huge night. We have the 3 colts in the Buckeye, Prince Charming, Irresistible Sun, and Gypsy Hill. And we have Manhattan Money and Arrowhead Hanover racing in. You think I drive everywhere? My brother called me about 2 hours ago. Text me. I didn't pick up. I missed his call. He texted me. He says, hey, I'm just going past Cleveland. Are you at home? I said, you're going to have to define home. He said, I'm in Ontario right now watching Ollie's tournament. He goes, you're not going to drive your horse? I said, yes. I'm leaving in a little while. He said, oh, well, good luck. I'm on my way to Indiana. I guess the Dan Patch is tonight. Mark must have one of the Dan Patch. And tomorrow he's racing the Poconos, our horse in the Poconos, Arrowhead Hanover and Manhattan Money. It's a long old haul. So a lot of driving for everybody that does that sort of grand circuit. And Mark is no exception. So good luck to him tonight. Good luck to him tomorrow. Obviously, if I had to pick one, I hope he has more luck tomorrow than tonight. But definitely good luck to him. And James, big night for the McDonald family. I assume Mark has horse in the Dan Patch. James is driving in both eliminations, the Gold Cup and Saucer, and I'm driving in the Millstein Memorial. So a big night for us. Kicks off an absolutely huge week for us, right? You guys know what's going on. Kentucky, that was it. I'm like, oh, I got to wake up and leave again tomorrow to go to Kentucky. No, I don't. I got to leave Monday. And they put us in so late that I really only have to leave Monday at 8:30. I don't even have to scream out of the house early. So, I know I look tired, but I'm not. It's just been a long afternoon. I'll catch my second wind, so to speak, when I fill up and get some Red Bull in Angola. But it should be a fun day the rest of the day. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm going to start your videos now. Obviously, I am super excited. I can't believe how well. Now, and again, I talk about Ollie a lot because he's my son, but just really proud of the team. Man, they played good. And they played really, really well. And if I'm not mistaken, error-free baseball. The only error I saw, the kid dropped an infield fly, but picked it up and still got the kid out at second. So really, it didn't matter. If it was an error, it was a soft error and not one that means a whole lot. So the team played fantastic. They hit the ball well, and they beat easily one of the only other tough teams. There's two. The kids in Windsor are pretty good, and the kids in Toronto, Leaside. I think Leaside is in Toronto. Those two teams are pretty good. But aside from that, I think Ollie's team in Waterloo are just a little bit above the rest of them that I've seen anyway. No disrespect to any of the other teams. I could be wrong. Just from my own two eyes watching these kids play for the past 2-3 years. Great team, and they did some wonderful work today. So congratulations to them and all of you. We're still having a great summer, and days like today it takes me a little bit away from horse racing for a little bit. But man, it just a great feeling today. So happy for them and happy for Ollie. Can't wait. I'm really bummed kind of that I can't see the ICBAs, but I might be able to sneak in. I don't know what I have to do next Friday. Maybe I can sneak in next Friday's game in to start the tournament, and then Saturday, obviously, I'll be too busy doing everything. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It is a beautiful weekend. The weather's a little off and on, but no rain, no complaints. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care.